Hey guys, Bill Scorta, Florida Bass Paddler, and here it is. The Gamakatsu GK 7000. Won this in a contest. Let's go ahead and unbox it and get it out on the water. Let's see what this box is made of. What's up, anglers? Bill Scorta, Florida Bass Paddler, and welcome to my humble abode. This just came yesterday. This is the Gamakatsu GK 7000. I was fortunate enough to win this from the great folks at Spro USA. They did a Instagram like, comment, follow contest on Instagram. I just so happened to like the post already. I tagged 5 friends, and fortunately for me, they pulled my name and got my address. 2 days later, here it is. So I wanted to unbox it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get it out in the water. So let's see what's inside. Well, here it is. This is the G case. I first saw this online at Tackle Warehouse on one of their emails that I normally get for new items. For me, Gamakatsu has always been a company I've known for hooks, all type of live bait hooks, lure hooks. So it looks like they're expanding their brand. This is feels like a really sturdy box. Has a handle. I believe the one purpose of this box is for those who fish from the bank. The pier, you can use it for a kayak, you can use it on a boat. So this is like a multi-purpose box. So see if we can't. The latches feel nice and secure, which is good. Got a G-box shoulder strap they included. Rod stand. Nice, 2 more rod stands. Very cool. And another rod stand. So very cool. It looks like an open well box. So when we get it out on the water, what I'm going to do is take the 3700 size boxes I have and see how they fit in here. I may have some 3600s laying around in the closet, so I'll see how those fit as well. Looks like this tray that it comes with, oh yeah, you can slide it across the top, probably for easier access for items you need to get to right away, so very cool. Let's see if we can figure out how to get these rod holders on. Alright, so I got the rod holders on. Now there's 4 pieces to these rod holders, and what was smart from Gamakatsu was they put this scan QRC code on here, which I scanned so I could see how to put them on. The box is designed to hold up to 3 per side. So based on the tank wall of my kayak, I put 3 of the 4 on the back. I'm going to leave one off, but it's too wide this way for my particular kayak, but that's fine. I'll still be able to access the inside of the box because this portion fits nice and snug up behind my seat, and when we get out on the water I'll show it to you. But really cool. So basically what happens is you can put up to 6 rod holders on this box depending on how you want to configure it. So you have a base, you have the rod holder itself here. The top has a bunch of 4 notches in the top for your reel to sit still. you know, your spinning, the stem of your spinning reel or your baitcaster, so it doesn't shift around. It's also rubber coated, which I like. It won't mark up your rods or reels. Then there's this backing plate here, and then this portion here which holds it all together. So what you'll do is this piece here, and again you'll see this in the instructions, will go into one of these slots here. And again, there's 3 per side. You're going to hold that in place. This portion will snap on, like so. And it's sturdy. So it'll lock in place. This box is definitely well made. You heard that? That's a pretty loud audible snap, so that's good. And then there's a piece here that slides down to lock the other one in place. Now, as far as the base, there's 3 positions here to go on the bottom of the base. Let's say you're putting your rod holders on the corners. You can use the center portion, like so, to give the box additional footing. I think that's really sharp. But if you're going to put 3 on the side, you'll see, I hope you can see, let me do this. The ones on the outside, you're going to adjust them differently. You're going to use one of the outer ridges to slide onto the base of the rod holder, or they won't fit. Again, that gives it some extra footing. And you're simply going to take the rod holder, put it in place, push it down, locked into place. It's really sturdy. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting this out in the water. Now another cool feature about the box is the lid, and let me explain. The latches are solid, so you can take the lid off. And this is great if you're on a pier or fishing from a large boat or maybe the beach, but what if you're on a kayak? Do you want to possibly lose this lid in the water or have it get in your way? As I said earlier, there's 2 latches. But if you open one, the other one acts as a hinge. So you can pretty much decide which way you want to open the box. That's pretty sharp. I like that a lot. I think that gives you a little bit more versatility on how you set it up in your kayak, depending on if you're going long ways or going wide, depending on how big your tank oil is or your kayak. But that's really sharp. So I think that's a really cool idea. The handle folds out of the way, not going to be a problem. It does not touch the rod holder, so I really want to say that a lot of thought went into the placement of items on this box, albeit it's just an open box inside with no dividers. It's well designed. Another thing I'm noticing, and we may put this to the test, is there's no holes in the box. And what I mean by that is there's no, it doesn't look like there's any way for water to get inside of the box. So this might be a great water resistant way to keep your gear dry. There's a lot of awesome boxes out there, and I've used them, but they all have holes in them. And they don't protect your gear if you get caught in the rain. And here in South Florida, especially around the summer, towards the beginning as well as the end of the summer, we get lots of rain. And I've had water get in my boxes, and when I get home, even though I use boxes with a rust-proof inhibitor built into them, you know, I still want to dry my gear. I don't want it to be sitting inside my house wet. So I might hose this bad boy down and see how the inside holds up when we get off the water. So without further ado, let's get this in the kayak. Let's get out on the water and see how easy it is to access the internal contents from the kayak. So as you can see here, I have no issues reaching the box from my seated position in the PDL or the rods. I will say though, if you look, the rod holders are really close together. I only brought 2 today, but if I had brought 3 rods, I don't think that would work out too well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that middle holder off and put it towards the front and put another one here in the corner. So I just have 4 on the corners, but again, easy to reach the contents, also easy to reach the rods. Again, depending on which way you like to be. This was just a really smart design. One issue I saw with the box, which is concerning, and I'm going to email the manufacturer just to get some information on it. I don't want to say it's a flaw, but take a look at this. Okay, so what I assume are tie-down points here. As you can see, I use my Scotty clip here on the back ones. I did not use it on the front ones because, again, it was too far up. But what I noticed, it really did a number on the plastic here. So I'm going to send that information and a picture of that to the manufacturer. Again, if that's as worse as it gets, I'm fine. My only concern is this house is one of the pins for the latch here. But again, maybe that doesn't get worse, maybe it does. I'm going to email them, see what they say, and I'll post it in the comments as an update. But that's really right now the only flaw that I've seen in the box. Now, as you see, I have my boxes laying down. Now, you can get up to 5 3700 size boxes up this way, but it now renders the tray useless. It doesn't sit low enough for it to close properly without stressing the plastic. So again, you can get 5 boxes this way, but then you can't use the tray. So what I did was I have 4 boxes with me. I've laid them down and I was able to use the tray because I kind of like the tray for these couple knickknacks here. My fish grips, my leader, one of my gloves. I had my pliers in here. It was easy to get to. So again, if you were going to go with 5 boxes, you could stand them up one way. You cannot use the tray. 4 laying down this way, you can use the tray. Now, as far as the tray as well, this side here is actually thicker than this side here. And what I found is that's made because it has tabs here. So you can put the tray in place, it won't move. You could do the same on the other side, depending on how you want to set up, won't move. But as soon as you come off that lip there, it gives you the ability to slide the tray back and forth if you want. So just another neat little design that they came up with. Alright, so here's a 3600 size box. So just so you know, it will not fit in this way, so you cannot go this way with them. You can go this way, but you're going to have a lot of space on the sides, and again, you will not be able to use the sliding tray because it goes beyond the track. You can go this way, get 4 and 4, so it'll give you 8 360 boxes or 3600 size boxes, depending on what brand you're using. But again, also, you will not be able to use the tray. So just want to keep you posted on that. As far as laying them down, again, also will not go all the way down towards the bottom. So just wanted to show you that you do have a lot of space in here. But as far as setting up your boxes, you do have a couple different options, but a couple ways you'll be wasting a lot of space. So I just wanted to share that with you as well. Yep. Alright, anyway, so there you have it. I just want to go over some of the brief options of this box and do a quick on the water review. What I want to do now is just go over what I like and what I didn't like. I don't like using the terms pros or cons because to each his own, everyone's going to have different uses for this box. So I'm just going to go over what I like first and what I don't like. What I like. First and foremost, the way that they have this lid designed that The latches on the sides allow you to access it from either side. I really think that's a great design. Definitely cool for righties or lefties and how you want to utilize the box. I think that's phenomenal. Secondly, the black tray inside, I really like that for smaller items. I think that keeps the smaller items and maybe some personal items nice and handy. I love the fact that I was able to hose this box down and no water got inside. Previous boxes that I've owned, you didn't have that option. There's very few bags out there that are waterproof or water resistant, so if you get caught in the rain, which is very prevalent down here in South Florida, your gear is protected. I like how sturdy the rod holders are. I think they're well designed. They're very beefy. They're not cheap tubes. They're 4-piece designs. They're on the box. I'm not worried about them slipping or sliding, twisting or anything like that. I think the rod holders are well built. The feet on the bottom, I really think helps give the box better footing. Whether you're fishing in a kayak, on a pier, on a boat, the ability to adjust the feet in different positions really keeps the box nice and sturdy. So if you have heavier gear or you have heavier combos in the rod holders, you don't have to worry about the box tipping or getting heavy on one side. So just a great design there. The handle may seem silly. Putting 5 full 3700 size boxes in here, the handle didn't feel cheap. Carrying it to my truck from my house, I thought that was a great design is there, as well as the lid. So I really think they did a nice job in this box. What I didn't like, really there's one thing I didn't like and there's one thing I wish they did a little bit better. What I didn't like was how easily the box wore from where I use it as a tie down. As I said in the video, I sent an email and I heard back right away from the representatives at Gamakatsu stating that that's really not a tie down point. And that's fine. However, I wish that they gave you that information prior. Maybe something in the box saying, hey, don't use these portions as a tie down. Could cause excessive wear. Just something for the angler, you know, to know when if they purchase this box. Now I won this box, so I didn't pay anything for it, so I'm not going to make a big deal of it. But for you, the viewer, if you're going to buy this box or you're considering about this box, just keep that in mind that these areas over here are not as sturdy. It may not be a good point for a anchor tie down. Again, I just used plastic clips that with bungees, so I wasn't using anything heavy duty or metal, and it still caused some wear. What I did do was I had a little bit of black tape here just to give it, you know, a little bit more of a refresh look. And if I do decide to keep clips there, just to protect the plastic. One thing I wish they did do better was I wish the box was a little higher. And why I said that is, if you remember in the video, if I wanted to stand up my 3700 boxes, I couldn't use the black tray. If the box was a little bit higher, maybe half to 3/4 of an inch higher, I don't think it throws the profile off that much, and then you can utilize that tray and then still have up to 6 boxes standing up on their sides and still be able to use the tray. Or if you have 3600 size boxes, you can stand those up as well and still utilize the tray. Because again, I'm a big fan of that tray, so that's one thing I wish that they did differently. Another thing is, I don't want to say I don't like it, but if you're someone who carries a lot of rods, again, to put 3 rods on either side, 3 rod holders, excuse me, they're going to be very close. You're going to want to be careful. Your reels will be catching each other and stuff, but if you're just going to use 2 or 4, it's fine. Now, keep in mind that what I have here is a very expensive setup. It's a wonderful prize that I won, and I'm very grateful. If you're looking at this box, the box itself costs about $89.99. I saw that MSRP online. The rod holders are $34.99 each. So for argument's sake, $35 a piece right now, I have $140 worth of rod holders on this $90 box. So this setup here is expensive. However, it seems to fall in line with some of the other boxes as far as retail prices out there that are on the market. And probably one of the few boxes, or perhaps maybe the only box, and I don't have experience with all of them, keep in mind, that's really waterproof. So something to keep in mind. May cost you a little bit more than what you're willing to spend, but if it keeps your gear secure, keeps it dry, is well made, then perhaps the price point isn't as bad as it may seem. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found the information I'm giving you informative. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications because I do have more videos coming very soon. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Bill Secor, Florida Bass Paddler. Tight lines. I'll see you underwater.